Homebase proudly sponsors Love Your Garden.
Just because it's the end of summer, it doesn't mean your garden has to stop looking brilliant. It can still be bright and colourful all the way into autumn.
We're going to show you some plants that look great in the later months, as well as how to look after them so you get the most from your borders right into the winter.
Now we're going to transform that border and make it into a spectacular autumn feature. But of course, to make sure the plants thrive, it's all in the preparation of the soil, and that's my job. Now I'm adding in well-rotted farmyard manure. All the richness and goodness is perfect for my soil. Now I'm trying to put it on as thick as I can. General rule, you want to be putting at least 5 centimetres on the top of all your soil. But you are digging it down as well, probably to the depth of the spade, which is about 30 centimetres. And it will really do a lot of good for your garden. Now you can use multi-purpose compost as well. And if you haven't got an empty bed, but you've got an existing bed with a lot of plants in, add some to that too. Even if you can't dig it in, just putting it on the surface will help. The weather and the worms, they'll work it in. Now look at the difference. Now mixed up with the organic material, you know, wow. If I was a plant, I'd want to get stuck in straight away.
When planning a new bed, you want lots of things that are going to give you interest. You want good form, shape and structure, as well as lots of texture. It's also important to consider colour theme, and I'm going with warm colours. The first thing you want to plant are the shrubs. I'm putting my shrubs all at the back of the border because they'll give me some nice height, and I want to create like an amphitheatre of interest that slopes all the way down. This beautiful plant is Hydrangea paniculata, and it has these amazing flower heads in big cones. They look beautiful like this, but they also look stunning over winter. They go a lovely russet brown, so you still get that real interest all the way through the depths of winter. This is one of my fuss-free go-to shrubs. It's Conus Midwinter Fire, and it has these lovely bright orange stems. The leaves also go a lovely colour in autumn before they reveal their vibrancy.
This is a sarcococca, otherwise known as a Christmas box, and it works very like a normal box shrub because it has lovely glossy evergreen foliage that gives structure all year round, and it gives the most incredible scent from the tiniest little white flowers that form in the depths of winter. So when nothing else is going on in the garden, you have a beautiful aroma that will waft a lot further than you would think. A classic flower for this time of year is this Rudbeckia. It's one of my absolute favourites. It comes in lots of different shades of yellow, but they go right through into these beautiful tawny, burnt orange and red colours. They're absolutely stunning. These like to be in full sun, and if you want it to keep flowering, then as soon as the flowers have faded, just chop them off down so you can't see the stem, and they will keep coming and coming and flowering right through until the first frosts if you're lucky. If you want to bring some of the colour from your garden into the house, then grown cut flowers is a fantastic thing to do. And at this time of year, there's nothing better than this. This is Alstroemeria, or Peruvian lily. And look at that gorgeous flower. It comes in a whole host of different colours, so there's something for everybody. When you do cut them back though, rather than deadheading just below the flower spike, take it right down to the base. And if you do it when they're just coming into flower, like this one here, you will have weeks of cut flower in your home, as well as beautiful flowers in your garden.
I'm using grasses to kind of soften and weave through the space. Now grasses do lose their colour over winter, but they look fabulous for it. They go lovely buffs and bronze colours, and they still hold their shape and structure. This grass is a Molinia, and it's a native grass. But you can get grasses for every situation. You can get lovely low mounding ones, some that are really tall and graceful with lots of movement, but they're perfect at gelling together a natural planting scheme like this.
Secret about making sure the plants establish well is to give them a good drenching after the whole bed has been planted. It's always better to give a really good deep watering so it penetrates well into the soil on a less regular basis than little and often. And that way, the roots will grow down deeper into the soil so the plant gets well established.
I think that's the last one in.
Perfect.
Shall we look?
So, shall we? Wow!
Look at that.
Pretty good, team. Yeah.
Well done, everyone.
Hey!
Homebase proudly sponsors Love Your Garden.